product. One of our first projects, this was dubbed the Venus Child Trap. It was for the children's area at Woodford. It was simply using poles, woven splits and a draped shade cloth over the top. It's usually pulled tight in most shade structures, but we wanted to play with just draping it and creating some more interesting spaces. Integrating the cross bracing with the wavy form of both the roof and the wall created a dynamic, flexible but very strong structure, which is only possible really that this kind of thing could only be made out of bamboo. And it was amazing the way the kids could interact with that as well. Simple shade structures, easily customised to fit specific spaces. The top image shows a rectangular piece of cloth folded around some bamboo poles to create a curve in response to the curve of the amphitheatre, that little hill in the children's area. Lanterns for the Dreaming Festival and sculpture at the World Environment Day. As we've gotten to know our material a bit better over the years, we've got a little bit more sophisticated, prefabricating some of the elements, such as the 11-metre high poles that we've used at a couple of different events. This was the first hoopla we made, and it was initially conceived to make sense of an inconvenient stump in the middle of the children's play area. The weaving resulted in this basket with 3 funnels underneath, creating a cubby space under, and coming to life when 20 rubber balls sort of thrown around and the kids can start playing with it. The hoopla concept is infinitely recyclable. We've made at least a dozen versions for various festival events, including the Currumbin Sculpture Festival. A really good way to focus hyperactive kids. We've had really good feedback every time we make one of these. They don't have any problems with 12-year-old boys, so great request. Just briefly on our green credentials, apart from the fact that we're using bamboo, you can Google that to see just how good it is. We run a 1959 Bedford truck, moves most of our stuff around with, from time to time we run that on vegetable oil. The Stradbroke Island Vibe Festival wanted to be carbon neutral, so we sort of got that going for them. And using recycled billboards instead of a shade cloth. On the right, the little bamboo lanterns are joined with just pins of bamboo, so there's 100% bamboo, recycled copper wire as well we're starting to use, behind there. The middle shot there shows very sparing use of some baling twine, but generally we've been focused on trying to get structural joints using layered bamboo pins. The hoopla on the right has a little bit of recycled copper wire, but the green man here is a DJ booth for a raver, not mine from overseas, they're used without permission. We're starting to get interested in trying to treat the bamboo. We've just used the raw bamboo. On the left, that's a smoking kiln in Colombia. In Southeast Asia, they soak the bamboo. This is the Green School in Bali, pioneering sustainability and education. I'm sure many of you would know of it. Bamboo buildings, thoroughly climate responsive, large eaves, open spaces, well ventilated. Those sort of design elements which are fundamental to tropical and subtropical design are just inherent in the use of bamboo. Abuku, a bamboo building and furniture company, they built the Green School and also a lot of furniture, integrating nature and a relationship between the built environment and nature. I think some bamboo bridges demonstrating the structural prowess of bamboo, from the simple footbridge in Laos to the 52-metre span made possible with rods pinned through concrete, injected with concrete into the nose to get the compression around the joints. The building on the bottom by a South American architect, Simon Velez, a prototype for the Zero Emissions Research Initiative Pavilion in Hanover in 2000. This was a prototype built in Colombia, a full scale so the Germans could come over and check its structural integrity. bringing it back home, and in the spirit of green love, my favourite bamboo structures are built with my daughters in the garden, where snow pea trellises, simple bamboo domes give rise to ideas that we might use in other events. It's, to quote a lyric from Little Things, Big Things Grow, it's certainly been the case for the Boo Crew.